from the top, people. Take this kind of with me. I have always loved renovating, designing, experimenting with colour, especially when it comes to the home. I'm the Director of Interior Design at Lick, and we have teamed up with B&Q to help you transform your houses into your dream homes. Welcome to the painting series, and today we're going to be talking about painted woodwork. Step into my living room. It's not actually my living room. We are in a set to show you what it looks like when you paint your woodwork. By painting your woodwork in a contrasting colour, you can bring that more joyful colour into your homes. If you've got wonderful period features, this is a great option for you because it will draw attention to them. And finally, woodwork in a darker colour actually tricks the eye and makes the walls and ceilings appear lighter. So, let's get started. If your house is all neutral and you want to bring some colour in, or if you love colour and your partner loves a lighter scheme, this is a great compromise. Painting your woodwork. Now, whatever you paint is going to become the focal point. Great example is if you have got a hallway, painting your staircase in a colour is a great opportunity to link all of the rooms together. Now, when it comes to mood boarding, the first place that I want you to go is pinning all your inspiration. Get a load of magazines from different editions, start flicking through and just pull out anything that you're drawn to. I would love you to pick one image that becomes your hero image in the center of your board. The trick to this is to not copy the image exactly. Work out what you love about it and then bring in other tones that inspire you and create that lovely feeling that you want. For the living room, I have decided to go for blue 04 on the woodwork and white 05 on your walls and your ceiling. Blue 04 is one of our most popular colors for a living room, and white 05 is a gorgeous yellow undertone that really complements this slightly cooler blue. Then finally, I want you to get all the samples and I want you to try them in your home. We have peel and stick samples. So get the blue 04 and wrap it around your woodwork and see what it looks like in the different lights. And then put the white 05 above it, and that way you can make sure the color is perfect. Now that we've finished the mood board, we've come back to our set where I've already painted white 05 on the walls, the coving and the ceiling, which here's the sample to prove how accurate they are. That is 100% true color match. I would love to paint the woodwork in our Supreme range for this, for the blue 04. We're gonna paint this window. It's a beautiful window and I want it to become a focal point. We're also gonna upcycle this piece of furniture. We're gonna paint these shelves, and then finally, we've got a picture frame, which I'm gonna paint as well. We're gonna be using our Supreme range for this, for the blue 04. One tin, and then one tin of primer to put on here, and then we can get painting. Because we're doing woodwork, I've gone for our Supreme finish. This is ultra flat matte. It's even more durable, so it's great at doing any windowsills, shelves that you've got. This product, this is tape and drape. It's got the masking tape attached to the dust sheet. This is gonna save you time. Trust me, get this, you won't regret it. These three brushes are great. You've got the cutting in brush here, so you really can get into those nooks and crannies. Oh, here we go. Get yourself some wood filler. This just evens out any dents that you've got to get that perfect finish. "90% of decorating is in the prep work, especially when we do woodwork, because what you don't want to do is build up loads of layers of paint and then you lose the lovely detailing that you've got on the skirting or the window frame. Give everything a light sand. And remember, just always use a mask when it comes to sanding, but especially when you're doing woodwork because it can be really sandy. So just to protect your eyes, just to protect your lungs, use one of these and you're good to go. If you've got a den like this, I would really recommend you go to the effort of just filling it. Use a wood filler, leave it to dry, and then give that another sand, wipe everything down. Then get your trusty masking tape, mask up around the window, any walls that you need to cover up. If you are doing anything like upcycling a piece of furniture or doing like shelves behind me, I would always recommend 1 coat of primer. Remove your hardware. You can either tape up these areas. I'm gonna go around with a careful hand. Leave that to dry for 2 hours, and then we can apply the paint. This is the exciting part. We're now gonna add the Blue 04 Supreme paint. Just wanna give it a really good stir, just to mix up all of the pigment, go all the way to the bottom. And then once you've done that, pour it into your tray. This is the ultimate paint for your whole home. If you're doing your kitchen, your hallway, your bathroom, I would always recommend using our Supreme finish. This paint has class 1 scrubbability, and I'm using a cutting in brush just so I can get in all of the edges, and then I'm gonna go over the top with a mini roller. So nice. This is just 1 coat, and always recommend that you do 2. What you'll start to notice is Blue 04 has a little touch of grey in it, and White 05 behind me, it's a white with a yellow undertone, but I've also added this lovely grey undertone. So these 2 colours, which you can see here, pair beautifully together. We have just moved onto the shelves. I'm using my mini roller and I'm going with the grain and do 2 coats and you're good to go. We've now moved on to the window. I'm using the cutting in brush again. The trick here, just do a really thin first layer. What you don't want to do is if your paint's too thick, it's going to form little drip marks and bubbles around these edges. And you've got this beautiful window frame. You want the detailing to stand out. So just do thin layers. Say hello to your neighbours. Our Supreme paint is perfect for any high traffic area, like skirting boards. You can scrub it and it will always look epic. Here's a nice little trick. If you've got some leftover paint, this picture I'm gonna put in the corner over there. And so I'm gonna paint the picture frame, just using my mini roller. And this just ties in the blue, bringing it round into this corner as well. It's nice, isn't it? Oh. Then, if you've got a fireplace, continue the blue going around, just so that this becomes the focal point. That's why it's the best paint on the market. Go on anything, can't it? Once you have finished your second coat on the woodwork, I would then love you to remove the masking tape whilst it's still tacky. Any surfaces like this that you're going to put ornaments on top of, it needs to cure. That means it needs about a week to set. And just do it really gently, by the way. Once you've then done that, we're going to bring all of the furniture in, and that's when the room starts to come together. And here we have the final living space. I'm honestly so happy how this turned out because we really wanted to create that cozy but joyful room that just made you really happy. By going for the combination of the blue and the white, it can feel quite coastal. However, I brought in darker wood. This makes it feel much more modern, much more premium, paired then with lots of texture. We've got the jute rug, we've got the boucle. Layered lighting is key to creating that environment that you want through day to night. Here we've got the pendant light, you've got the floor lamp in the corner, and then trust me, always bring candles in, they set the mood. And then finally, I really want you to bring in another color to really lift the space. I've done it with this rust tone, complements with the blue, by the way, perfectly. And then you see it flickered through on the vase, the books behind me, and it totally ties the whole space together. I hope that this has inspired you. We've listed all of the products and the materials in the description below. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for the rest of the painting series.